This board is dangerously fast.
Oh yeah.
Even though the Sheheev board is a new brand entering an ever-crowded e-skate market, the brand has some components that make their inaugural board unique. Let's start our conversation regarding the Polestar with the deck. The Polestar's deck is composed of carbon fiber with the battery and ESC encased within the deck. It features a downhill shape with wheel cutouts that allow the board to accommodate larger wheels. Though the board has a kicktail, it really is not usable due to the motor placement. Two notable features that make the deck unique are the rear and front lights built into the deck, and I love them. The rear lights serve as brake lights when riders come to a stop. The front blue lights also flash when braking. The lights can also be set to maintain a steady stream of light, which is helpful in increasing rider visibility, especially at night. I really wish more brands would adopt this feature. As more and more riders rely on PEVs for transportation, small touches such as the built-in lights featured on this board can be a differentiating factor when choosing a board. Polestar features a 13 2SP battery pack composed of 21700 moly-cell packs. According to the brand, the board has a range of up to 25 miles. We all know there are a variety of factors that impact range: rider weight, riding style, terrain, temperature, and wheel size, to name a few. While I have not conducted a range test yet, the range we have been able to experience has been solid. The board ships with a 3-amp charger, which helps the board charge relatively quickly. The trucks, which are one of my favorite components, are aluminum and manufactured with CNC milling. The aesthetics of the trucks are very impressive, and they have a premium look and feel that match the overall design and aesthetics of the board. The board carves very well, but also feels comfortable at higher speeds. The board ships with black 90mm 78 Duro wheels, which do relatively well when paired with the trucks. The propulsion system on this board is very impressive for any board, but especially for a board with this form factor. The belt drive system features dual 1500 watt motors. The acceleration can easily propel riders forward and up incline. Sheheev advertises that the board can climb hill inclines of 25%. Honestly, I do not know why this number is not higher, because the torque and acceleration are at a high standard. The company advertises a max rider weight as well of 220 pounds, but the board easily excels with riders that are heavier. The board easily climbs hills and can accelerate uphill depending on the incline. Hayes and I conducted an incline test, and the board flew up the hill with ease. Additionally, braking is also very impressive. The board is able to brake sharply in a variety of situations. The brakes continue to be strong even after placing 105mm wheels on the board. Sheheev also advertises a top speed of 28 miles per hour, which I feel is a good speed for a board of this form factor.
What's going on, guys? This is my boy Hayes. A lot of you guys want to know who is that guy that's killing it in the ATL on the boards. So Hayes, we've been riding the Sheheev board for a couple of days. Just what are some of your thoughts on the board overall?
Overall, I think that the board is awesome, man. The technology of it is great. The speed, the battery, everything to me is perfect. Which the coolest part to me is the lights that come in the board. Man, that was the coolest thing I've seen so far.
And for it to be standard, it's not an add-on, and the rear lights in the back and then also the front is hot.
And then that just helps boost up the safety levels, at nighttime riding, and then of course you can still add more lights to it.
Exactly. And then talk about the torque. We were tripping about the torque on this board, and it's like almost like DIY type torque.
It is. It's smooth too. It ain't no like pulling you too hard or giving it to you less at one point than more at the other point. To me, it's just excellent. Me weighing 140 pounds, it felt like butter. It felt smooth. Throttling, going forward, uphill, downhill, felt perfect.
Yep.
That torque is amazing.
Yeah, and I think it's a solid board, and I like it when companies are brand new to the e-skate arena and they try to do something different. They're not just coming out with what we see typically. So definitely a real solid board. You want to give me your IG, Hayes?
Oh yeah, IG Lonnie Hayes, LANIHAYZ.
Yeah. All right. Peace.
Peace, guys.
When asked what ESC the board has, Sheheev shared that the board has a customized vest platform. The ESC and remote control are smooth and predictable in all speed modes. The remote has a finger hold that riders can use to help grip the remote. The indicator screen houses information riders have become accustomed to having, such as speed mode, battery indicators for the remote and battery, odometer, and current ride trip, to name a few. Now to one of my favorite sections of my reviews, the nitpick section. The board is a solid board, but there are a few things I want to share that riders may be interested in knowing. The first being that even though this board has a kicktail, it is not usable because of the placing of the motors. Number 2, the finger hold on the remote is very practical, but it will be difficult to use while wearing gloves because of the size of the hole. Even so, the remote is ergonomic. Finally, because of the nature of the deck, I elected to put larger wheels on the board to assist with foot fatigue for longer rides. It is important to note that the wheel cutouts allow the board to accommodate larger wheels, which is very solid. And that's going to take me into my final thoughts. I really enjoy this board. Recently, I've been riding much larger boards, so it was somewhat refreshing to test a board that is much more portable. Boards like this definitely have a place in the e-skate market. Even though the board is smaller, it still has the power to keep up with traffic while commuting. It is really easy to tuck the board away when not in use, whether going to the movies, riding to class, or commuting to work. The built-in lights are very thoughtful and useful. The sleek and clean design of the board is also a head turner. So who is this board for? Riders who have a large board but want something more portable, individuals looking for a board that is portable during commutes, and even downhill speed enthusiasts. If you want to learn more about this board, do not forget to check out the link in the description, as well as use my discount code LANSINGATL to save some cheese. As always, I will see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Don't forget to cop our new book about my son and I's journey of learning how to ride electric unicycles. Peace.